When I say this, if you're ever working with me and I hear you treat another colleague with disrespect, talk down to someone, I promise you I will fire you on the spot. On the spot. No ifs, ands, or buts. Everybody is entitled to be treated with decency and dignity. That's been missing in a big way the last 4 years. Kathy's gone through all your backgrounds, talked to me about you. I'm confident you have the capacity to do it. We're going to be judged. We're going to be judged whether or not we restored the integrity and the competency of this government. I need your help badly. Last thing I'll say, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes. When I make them, I'll acknowledge them, and I'll tell you. And I'll need your help to help me correct them. We're not going to walk away. We're going to take responsibility. That's what we do. That's what you do. That's what so many of you have done throughout your career, and I expect you to do it again. So I'm happy we're starting, happy to join all of you. There's almost 1,000 of you on this call and your families. So thank you very much that in this nation, everyone, and I mean everyone, is given an opportunity. And that's who we are as a country. And that's who we've always been thought to be. I was asked a long time ago when I was with Xi Jinping and I was on the Tibetan Plateau with him. And he asked me in a private dinner, he and we each had an interpreter. He said, can you define America for me? And I said, yes, and I meant it. I said, I can do it in one word, possibilities.
All right, shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful like preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabon, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And yeah, bro. You heard him. You know, he's getting big in his britches, burning bridges. And it honestly sounds like, and I was doing a little research on, Galba, because after Nero, Galba was the one that came into power, right? Going into the year of the 4 emperors, you know, and Galba, you know, he held hella positions within the political scheme. You know, it says let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Galba became praetor. I don't know what that is. Also called praetor. The title granted the governor of ancient Rome to man acting in one of the official capacities, the commander of an army. Yep. So a magistrate assigned various duties, just like, you know, a vice president. You know, Galba held a lot of offices within, you know, the political scheme of things. So Galba became a praetor in about 30, then governor of Aquitania for about a year, then consul in 33, and 39, Emperor of Caligula. The Emperor Caligula learned of a plot against himself in which Ganius Cornelius Lentulus Gatulisus, I don't know how to say it, man. It's the general of the Upper German legions, was an important figure. Caligula installed Caligula in the post held by that general. So he was deep inside of it, just like he was basically a career politician. You know, politicians back in the Roman Empire, they had to get their hands dirty too, to a certain extent. So, you know, Galba came up right after Nero. So, you know, and Galba was known for being very cruel, very exacting, and he didn't let anybody say anything against him. And those that did, he punished, openly killed people that came against him. You know, and Biden's putting out that same feel. So, this might be that devil to do something big, man. This is Revelation 13 and 10 and 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast come out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon." Now, when you go into those words, dragon, the two horns is talking about your two political systems, right? A lamb is still one animal that has two horns, but they're still on the one beast per se. So those two lambs that spake as a those two horns that spake as a lamb, it's talking about your two political parties. Now, when they started speaking as a dragon, basically, it goes into those draconian measures, man. And you heard him. He said, "Hey, any type of disrespect for anybody in my cabinet, I'll fire you on the spot." Basically, meaning I don't want to hear shit from you. You want to criticize me? Get the fuck out of here. And that's his spirit, man. That's what's coming out of his mouth. And that sounds very draconian because within a cabinet, you're supposed to be able to question. You're supposed to be able to question. You're supposed to be able to do these things within, American politics. But that shit's being put to rest now. So peep this. This is on Isaiah 10 and 13. It says, I started 12. "Wherefore it shall come to pass that when Yahweh hath performed this whole work upon Mount Zion on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria in the glory of his high looks." Now, the scriptures also tell you that the Assyrians are the rod of the Lord's anger, but it tells you the wicked also are the rod of the Lord's anger. So these Assyrians can actually be contributed to America as well, just like Egypt can. And this place has the most high stout looks, especially the rulers. It says, verse 13, for he saith, "By the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people and robbed their treasures, and I have put down their inhabitants like a valiant man." And this is what Biden is about to show people. When you go into this dude Galba, and I encourage brothers to do a little. It's not going to be a long read. This dude only had a real 1 year rule. It's not a long read at all, but people love what this dude basically had to say, but they hated him so much because he would do things contrary to what his words were. So I believe now, man, we're about to see that, man. I believe now we're about to see this devil is going to show the world who he is, because he's going to start speaking real bold. "My hand had found as a nest the riches of the people." And under Galba too, soldiers weren't getting paid. So there's a whole promise of economic stability. Imagine what's going to happen. And my hand had found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathered eggs that are left, I have gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. And this is what this dude's coming in. This is that same spirit, because the brothers, the elders, I saw it from Yashawamba, I believe, first. Oh no, I saw it from I saw it from the elder Yashawamba first, in Texas. He was saying that E in the Biden campaign goes back to the word Chi Psi, the Psi in Chi Psi stigma, the 606. That same E that he has in his name for his campaign posters and stuff like that goes back to that, which that E in the Hebrew characters, that E stands for sin. So, this dude is being revealed. The Lord is showing us exactly who this guy is. So this is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, which that was falling away was 70 AD, right? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that man of sin is being fully revealed now, man. And it's only going to be more evident to where everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to know that this man was a fucking devil. He's going to show his horns. There's no getting around it. You know? He's going to start speaking proud. He's going to exalt himself. Verse 3, it says, who opposeth, it says, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God. Now watch the legislation that gets passed, man. You know, on his first day when he was signing those executive orders, and I've been trying to look at executive orders because I want to keep a track of them by day so I can see what's going on. But he told him, he said there's many things that need to be done, and you can't do them without legislation to be passed. So we have to pass legislation to get these things done. So he's telling you, the scriptures tell you, and by his policy he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. So, hey man, what happens next is you got to keep your eyes peeled, man. It says who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is God, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So this is what he's going to do, man. What he's going to do is he's going to replace what the Lord set up. You know, listen to this devil. He was real bold. For a guy that talks about, we
I'm not joking.
Tension. A guy that talked about we have to heal the tension. We got to bring unity. But he sits in front of a whole 1,000 people saying, hey, if I hear any bullshit out of you, I'm gonna fucking fire you on the spot.
I'm not joking when I say this. If you're ever working with me and I hear you treat another colleague with disrespect, talk down to someone, I promise you I will fire you on the spot.
And he ain't talking about a colleague, man. He's talking about him. If you come against him, he'll fire your ass on the spot. You know? I'm telling you, Creepy Joe about to do some shit. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to say, call hello, Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashem Karkadash. Hey, keep your eyes peeled. Shalom.